load of questions, but before I do, I have to ask you one final question, which I'm asked all the time. You've painted this very frightening story. What do we do? What do organizations do? What do individuals do? What do lawyers do? What do academics do? What are the actual concrete steps that each of us should be taking or can take to try and combat the immorality of BDS?
Of course, one of the sponsors, two sponsors of this conference, two great sponsors, your organization, of course, the wonderful organization of Jewish Lawyers and Scholars for Peace in the Middle East. We need to persuade professors who are pro-Israel to speak up more vigorously and more openly on their campuses. Students identify with their professors. Students want to hear from their professors. And the only voices they hear cannot be the voices of the anti-Israel hard-left professors, because it has a big impact on them. A teacher who teaches a good class in math and then goes, or Noam Chomsky, who's a great linguist, then goes out and makes his virulently anti-Israel statements. His linguistic skills give him credibility outside the classroom. And so teachers are very, very important. So I think it's important to get professors more involved and to make them feel guilty about not speaking their own conscience, not asking them to change their minds, just asking them to say what they think, even if it's somewhat critical of Israel. I think we have to train students better. We have to have sessions where students are given the ability to respond. I propose having a computer website, I don't know anything about computers, but a computer website where the 100 most frequently asked questions about Israel, critically asked questions, you can punch in the question, say the apartheid question you asked, which is a commonly asked question on college campuses, and then have a great expert, maybe, for example, an African-American leader of the anti-apartheid movement, responding and showing why it's not like apartheid. And in 60 seconds, in 90 seconds, students have a very low level of patience for long answers. But to have 100 questions with 100 answers by people they respect, world-renowned experts, I think would be very, very valuable. There are a lot of things we can do technologically. I'd like to see every campus wired so that when a story breaks, you can immediately get to an Irwin Cutler, to a Nat Lewin, to an Eliza Lewin, to a Ken, and have them on campuses virtually with answers so that the dialogue isn't dominated completely by the hard-left anti-Israel rhetoric. The most important point is to persuade students that anti-Israel / anti-Zionism / anti-Semitism is one of the great moral issues of the 21st century. The effort to delegitimate the nation-state of the Jewish people is a great moral issue, and you should be on the right side of that issue. Right now, that point is not being made. We're playing defense. And the anti-BDS movement is on the defensive. It has to go on the offensive. We have to show that it's immoral. It's not just that it's wrong, it's immoral to support BDS. And students care deeply about being on the right side of moral issues.